Ciao! Konnichiwa! Hello, Hassett! How are you doing? And welcome to Vic and Vern Sports Chat. I'm Vern, and welcome to our daily sports update show. The recap of the last 24 hours of sports. Lots of people in the chat here today. Fantastic stuff. Those are our topics on that side. Got that right. Athletics World Championship. We've got football, rugby, Major League Baseball, NFL, Sumo, Formula 1, and the cricket. Fantastic stuff, man. Let's get that out of the way for the topics for today. And there's one place we can start, and that is Sumo, baby, because it is hotting up there in the Kokugikan in Tokyo. Let's check out the day 7 results quickly. I just got to get my one in there so I can read it. So we're starting off with Takanosho. We don't do all the results, just the top wrestlers. We have Takanosho there beating Wakamoto Hara. Takanosho with 6-1, so he's doing well there. Tamawashi losing out to Amanafuji. Takayasu beating Abe, the battle of the winless wrestlers there. So Takayasu beating Abe in that one. Then we have Hakuo beating Kirishima. Wata Takakage losing out to Oenishiki. Kotozakura losing to Oseki, losing to Oho. Big surprise there. Harudoimi losing out to Hoshoryu, the Yokozuna, and Onosato beating Goyama as well. Hotting up there, but it is all this man, Hoshoryu. He's still out in the lead there with 7-0. There are a couple of wrestlers there. It was 8 yesterday, right near the leaderboard. We've shuttered it down. That it's just Ura now. Ura, Shodai, Takanosho, Onosato with 6-1. And of course, that man there, Hoshoryu, is still unbeaten. The pure record, 7-0 for him. Let's check what comes about in day 8, which will start in a couple of hours. There we go. I just got to put my one on here because that is a bit bigger. There you go. Run quickly through the better bouts. Hoku Oho will face off with Kotoshoho, the previous Basho winner, who's actually not doing so well. He's 2-5. Oho will face Abi. Tamawashi will face Oranishiki. Watakatakake will take Atami Fuji. Watamoto Haro faces off against Kirishima. Koto Sakura against Takayasu. Onosato against Hirodoumi. And Goyama against Hoshoryu. Goyama 0-7, Hoshoryu 7-0. That's the bout that Hoshoryu is going to lose. But never mind. But that is our bouts for today. But there's going to be one major clash there that is not on the list. They're a bit further down on the table. That is the two boys that are in second place. It is Ura against Shodai. Both on 6-1. Just to tell you a bit of the stats for the two men. Let's get into Shodai. I'll take Ura away quickly. There you go. Ura goes away. Shodai there is 1 meter 84 tall. 171 kilos. He's 34 years old. He's a veteran. Used to be an Oseki, so he's dropped down the rank. He's now Maegashira 11. He faces off against Ura. Let's get up Ura there. There he is. Ura. Also 33 years old. Also a veteran. 175 tall. 143 kgs on Maegashira 8. But they are both 6-1. Looking good for those two. That was going to be my bout of the day. Can't wait for that one. Definitely going to watch that. That's going to be a classic one. So that is your Sumo. And it's out of here. Then we get into the athletics. Oh, last day today of the Athletics World Championship there in Tokyo. So let's get quickly through the results. Get that away. And we had the men's 800 meters. There we go. Won by Kenyan Emmanuel Waioi. I hope I pronounced that right. There he is. Seems like a happy man there, winning the gold medal. Fantastic stuff there for the Kenyans. Doing actually very well. The Kenyans, we'll see afterwards at the medal table, doing very well in this World Championships. Then we had the men's 20-kilometer walk. Won by this man, Kiao Bonfim, the Brazilian, taking gold there in the men's 20K walk. Then we had the women's javelin. Won by Ecuador's Ulisse Angulo. There she is. All the guys, you don't want to cheat on her. She'll get you 80 meters. She'll knock you out with that spear, man. But then we had the women's javelin. Then we had the women's shot put. Yes, won by the Dutch lady Jessica Schilder. There she is, seems very happy about that one as well. Fantastic stuff. Then we had the women's 20k walk, won by Maria Perez, España. Congratulations to her. And then last but not least, finals yesterday was the women's 5,000, won by Beatrice Chebet. There she is, of Kenya as well. As I said, the Kenyans absolutely fantastic at this World Championships. Let's check out the medal tables there, but it is the USA out there in the lead with 12 gold. Kenya in second with 6. And then comes Canada in third. Doing well there, the Canadians as well. Missing out, where the Jamaicans are only down there in 8th with 1 gold. That could change today, because we do have today, just to tell you what is coming up today in the last session here of the World Cup, World Championship is the last day today. We do have the women's high jump final, the men's 800 meters, the women's 800 meters final, the men's 5,000 meters final as well, men's discus, and then of course the relays at the end, the men's 4x100, the women's 4x100, and the 2 4x400 for the men and women. So that's going to be our last cracking day there in Tokyo for the athletics. And that's your athletics, and it's out of here. Servus Anton, ISS, Kuto Hashimori is in there as well, konnichiwa. Then we are getting to the Premier League. And as you can see, I'm smiling. Premier League was good yesterday. I must say, it was very good. Merseyside derby there. Liverpool beat Everton 2-1. Brighton drew with Tottenham 2-2. Burnley and Forest 1-1. West Ham against Crystal Palace. Palace beat them 2-1. Wolverhampton's have a bad start to the season. They lost to Leeds 3-1. And of course, the mighty Manchester United beat Chelsea 2-1 there in a heated affair. 2 red cards. It was pouring down in rain there in Manchester. Heated affair, red cards, yellow cards, 2 players sent off. The goalie, the Chelsea goalie, with a crazy red card as well. It was a tight game till the end, but United came through. Big victory for United. Come on, United. Then today we still have Bournemouth against Newcastle, Sunderland against Villa, and Arsenal against City. Men's 4x400. Yeah, it's going to be good, man. Go Botswana in that one. In the men's 4x400. Go looking for that. Then, we got Premier League. It's gone. Get some other football results for you quickly. Just to run through, just the big ones here. Bayern beat Hoffenheim. So Hoffenheim, Bayern 1-4. Bayern won that one 4-1 in the Bundesliga. Then we go and see to the Serie A. Juventus drew with Hellas Verona 1-1. And AC Milan beat Udinese 3-0. I'm just going to the big teams here. Real Madrid beat Espanyol 2-0. Sevilla beat Alaves 2-1. Valencia beat Athletic Bilbao 2-0. So those are your Spanish results. The rest of Europe. Let's get into the rugby. And we start up with the Currie Cup. Yes, I know it's a wee competition, but it's close to my heart. Growing up as a young boy, always watched the Currie Cup. It was the pinnacle of South African rugby. But what a game that was yesterday between the Griquas and the Lions in the final there in Joburg. Guys, the game was tight. The Lions were favorites. They should have won that game by 30, 40 points. That's what everybody's saying. Lions had all their top players in there, much stronger than the Griquas. But the Griquas stood around. They were steady. They stood in the game. They did not let themselves get shaken off. And the game was, how can I say? The Lions took the lead a minute before end. It was 25-24 for the Lions, a minute before the end of the game. The Griquas had to restart. They restarted the game, won somehow the ball back. Lions kicked it again for Territy. The Griquas won the ball back. Attacking. As the play was going, the Lions got a penalty. That should have been game over for the Lions. They should have won it. But the referee went to the TMO. Went to go look. There was foul play by the Lions. Griquas had a penalty. They did take the kick. The game was already over. They kicked the ball over. And that was this man, George Whitehead. There he is with that kick. Nailed it for the Griquas. So the Griquas won the Currie Cup final 27-25. And an epic rugby game. There they are celebrating. Congratulations to the Griquas. It was like 50 years in the making since they've won it last. It was in 1970, I think. So it's 55 years, the last time they won it. So congratulations to the boys from Kimberley. Fantastic job there for the Griquas. Then we go into the Women's World Cup quickly. There we go. There were one semi-final game yesterday. That was this one. France against England was also a very heated affair. But England coming through there 35-17 against the French, which sets up the beautiful final there. There we have it. The third place game between New Zealand and France on Saturday. And of course, we'll have Canada against England for the Women's World Cup. Who's going to get it? We will find out on Saturday. Then, of course, we had our Pacific Nations. There we go. No, not that one. There we go. Our Pacific Nations Cup as well. There were the finals yesterday. Let's check out the results there. Yes, third place game between Tonga and Canada. Tonga won that one 35-24. And the final, Japan losing out to Fiji 27-33. And that is that Fiji is, there they go, Pacific Nations Cup winners 2025. So congratulations to the Fijians. And that's the rugby. And it's gone. Then we get into the Formula One. Of course, there is Azerbaijan Grand Prix. There we go. And what a qualifying session. Absolutely chaotic. We had 6 red flags, crashes galore. It is very dangerous there in Baku on that street circuit. Crashes galore, 6 red cars, absolute pandemonium. Ferrari meltdown, tire problems, Lewis Hamilton said, and Charles Leclerc. If the race is anything closer than the qualifying, it's going to be a cracker today. 1 o'clock Central European Time, Formula One, Azerbaijan Grand Prix. But let's check out who qualified there. There we go. Max Verstappen gets the qualification on first place there. Carlos Sainz in second. Liam Lawson. These are names you never hardly ever hear up there in the top spots there. But Liam Lawson getting there, the third spot. Kimi Antonelli, George Russell, Yuki Tsunoda getting the 6th place. Then comes Lando Norris, Isaac Hadjar, Oscar Piastri, who crashed out, and Charles Leclerc, Ferrari, who actually dominated second practice there. Not doing well there. But that it is old Max, the world champion, still world champion, Max Verstappen, who gets pole. Formula One is out of here. Then we get into a little bit of cricket for everybody out there who does enjoy their cricket. We had a little T20 game. It is the Asia Cup going on there between Sri Lanka and Bangladesh. And Bangladesh won that one with 4 wickets. Good job there by Bangladesh. But today, 4:30 Central European Time, it's the big one. It's India against Pakistan. Now that, if you guys have not watched cricket, that is the game you got to watch. India against Pakistan. Always heated affair between those two great nations. Fantastic stuff. So if you do have time, check that out. India-Pakistan is on today, 20 over cricket. Fast-paced, exciting cricket. Not like I don't like the big one, the 5-day one. Test cricket is not my thing. But 20 over cricket is amazing. That is your cricket. Let's get into the NFL. No WNBA today. Semi-finals will be starting off soon. SA women also beat Pakistan 3-0 in the ODIs, I think. Okay, Stephen. NFL, there you go. Those are the games coming up today. Packers, the Browns, the Colts, the Titans, Bengals, the Vikings, Steelers, Patriots, Rams, Eagles, Jets, Buccaneers, Raiders, Commanders, Falcons against the Panthers, Texas, Jaguars, Broncos against the Chargers, Saints against the Seahawks, the Cowboys against the Bears, the Cardinals against the 49ers. Monday, it's Chiefs against Giants. Tuesday, it's Lions against Ravens. Check it out. NFL, Vic will keep you posted on that one. And, of course, with all the results tomorrow in the Daily Sports Show. Let's get through to our last segment there. Well, that's NFL, and it's gone. Get into the Major League Baseball results there quickly for you. The Braves beat the Tigers 6-5. The Cubs lost to the Reds 3-6. The Athletics lost to the Pirates 2-0. The Yankees, those Skankies, 6-1 against the Orioles. The Nationals beat the Mets 5-3. The Red Sox beat the Rays 6-3. The Padres beat the White Sox 7-3. And the Blue Jays lost to the Royals 1-2. That's a better result than yesterday. That 1-20, that was disgusting. Don't want to see that again. Then we had the Marlins beating the Texans 4-3. Then we had a doubleheader between the Guardians and the Twins. But doesn't matter. The Guardians won that one 6-0 and 8-0. Twins. You should be quadruplets. Maybe you'll do better. Don't call yourself twins. Because Quins are cuck. There we go. Mariners beat the Astros 6-4. The Angels beat the Rockies 3-0. The Brewers beat the Cardinals 3-2. The Phillies lost to the Diamondbacks 3-4. And the Giants lost to the LA Dodgers 5-7. That's it. That is the show. That is Vic and Vaughan Sports Chat for your Sunday. Guys, I hope you have a beautiful Sunday. Look at that. That is the beautiful Baku in the background there. Check out the Formula 1 Grand Prix. Should be exciting today. Should be maybe a bit of rain. You never know. Like yesterday, of course, a bit of chaos. Wind, rain, chaos. You know, Formula 1 drivers, they can't drive in the rain. Ooh. They can't drive when it's windy. Ooh. Huh? Every housewife drives in the rain. Every housewife drives in the wind. Everybody does it. So, that is our morning show for today. Guys, I hope you have a fantastic weekend, fantastic Sunday. And of course, join Vic tomorrow morning, 7 o'clock for the Daily Sports Show. Everybody out there, take care. Cheers.